Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly predictions video for next week's episode of the Walking Dead television series. Next week coming up, we have The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 5, which is called either The Choice or Self-Help. It's kind of disputed right now in the wiki, so not sure, but let's talk about what we think is going to happen. Alright, and as always, this will contain spoilers if you're not caught up to current date for The Walking Dead, which would be The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 4, Slabtown. If you guys missed my review for that, I'll put the link in the description as well as right here when I get around to it for an annotation, so you can go ahead and check out the review. Lots of things to talk about, of course, because we're getting to see an entirely new group with Beth and, Carol as well, too, and also Daryl in and around that location, so I'm assuming that's going to be our kind of next big story for Rick and the rest of the group, at least for probably the first half of Season 5, maybe going on further than that. So with regards to this episode coming up, we have the usual 3 clips. We don't have a description, at least I couldn't find one, because AMC hasn't really released the names and descriptions of the episodes yet, which is why they kind of just hit the wiki, so I'm not sure if the name is Self-Help or The Choice. Not really sure in this one. I guess we'll find out pretty soon, because the wiki says The Choice and AMC cites as Self-Help, so I'm not absolutely sure. But yeah, without a description, I can't really break down too much aside from what we see in the promo clips. So I'll put the 3 links in the description to the promo and the 2 sneak peeks, which all feature Abraham's group right now. So we're talking Abraham, Glenn, Maggie, Tara, Rosita, and Eugene, of course, on their way to Washington, D.C. The first promo looks really cool. We can see a lot of different environments and them talking about not wanting to go back. See something that looks like maybe like a fire station or something of the sort. There's also them on foot, as well as Abraham kind of falling down, maybe losing part of the group, maybe losing where they are or something. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But it does look like at some point in time, probably during this episode, the group will be probably split up. With Abraham either losing the others or not knowing where they're at, or because there is a scene from the trailer where he kind of goes down on his knees and he starts to cry. So a lot of people have asked, what do you think that's about? Well, it looks to me like he'll probably either lose, maybe a member of the group will be killed off, or he'll just kind of get separated from them with the mission or something, or maybe he'll find out something about the mission. As we can see in the sneak peek number 1, I believe, we have Glenn who's asking Eugene some questions about this so-called cure and what he's going to do when he actually gets to Washington, D.C. Also asked him about his hair, and then he says, "'Cause I like it," which I think is funny. Eugene's really funny. He's probably the funniest character we've had in the Walking Dead television series. He's really the only character that just gets me rolling in episodes, just laugh and just laugh so much. His lines are great, really, really funny. There's also another sneak peek where you have Abraham, and he's basically, I think he's beating a guy to death with some kind of can, like canned food or something. Death by beefaroni. So he's beating him down, and to me it doesn't look like a zombie. It looks like a living person. So it looks like Abraham's group's going to run into some people, some survivors, maybe when they're searching for supplies or something on their way, possibly like a grocery store or something. I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. But I think it makes sense that they would run into some characters along the way to Washington, and we'll have to see what happens with that. But it looks exciting, and maybe that's connected to him crying or possibly him getting separated from the others. I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see. But in terms of predictions, I mean, this one will kind of be a short one, guys, because I don't have too much else to say. I mean, it looks like based on Slabtown, they're probably going to focus, kind of what they did in Season 4, where we have, an episode per group. And since we have about 3 different groups right now, if you're not counting Morgan, maybe each group will get an episode, or they'll have one that's kind of like half and half or mixes them in. But it does look like to me that they're kind of swapping around. We're getting to see what happened with Beth and maybe with her and Carol, and then you've got Rick and the others who were at against the Hunters previous to that. Now we're going to get this one with Abraham on his own. I wonder if we'll even see Rick's group this episode. And if I had to make a prediction, I'd say I don't think we will. I think we're going to see 100% Abraham and the others, and maybe like just a quick little part of Daryl returning with Noah. Probably is what I'm thinking. Maybe how those two met or how those two kind of came, found each other, and then Daryl going and tell the others about what's happening at this new hospital where Beth is, and now they have taken Carol. Wow. Yeah, so maybe some kind of mid-season finale battle between the groups there to get Carol and Beth back. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But seeing as how this is only episode 5, and we at least have to go to episode 8 before I think we'll see a big battle between those two, because they always want to make the mid-season finales big, right? So they should be like episode 3 or the premiere, where you see some good stuff happen. So in order to do that, we have to get other episodes where you don't have so many actors or so much of the cast involved, because every episode the cast is involved in, they have to pay out big wages, hundreds of thousands for the different actors, actresses to act in those episodes. So what I'm thinking they're doing is kind of, how we saw them kind of switch to Slabtown, and Slabtown switch to the hospital, and just have those characters there. I think this episode we're going to see mostly Abraham's group. Hopefully we'll see Carol wake up and we can kind of see what's going on with her, and have her meet with Beth and kind of see how they're going to try to get away or what they're going to try to do, because Carol is tough, man, and she's one that I could see like getting one of their guns and just like taking out everybody. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? So, but I'm predicting that I don't think we're going to see that, but I think we might get. I'm thinking most of it's going to be with Glenn's group, Abraham's group, and then we'll probably get like maybe 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes of the 42-minute episode with Beth and Carol, because that's the storyline we left off with, either that or Daryl and Noah, and what happened with Noah on his way back to meeting Rick's group. So I think that's something along the lines of what we're looking at in terms of what we're going to see. Kind of a quick little predictions video, not as long as I usually go on, but I mean, we're kind of in new territory now, a new story arc. We're not really, like with the Hunters, where things are coming down to the wire and not really kind of seem like they're going to be finishing up, or something's going to be happening with that. There's not too much I can say because a lot of this is so new. So predicting that mostly we're going to see Abraham's group. I don't think we're going to see any character deaths right off the bat, no. But I think we're going to see some turmoil in there, because obviously Glenn, Maggie, and Tara, they haven't been a part of this whole mission for very long. So are they really going to buy into what's going on with Eugene and what they're trying to do? It seems like an impossible mission to me. Seems like just an impossible mission to get all the way there with how many zombies would be out there, with the roads just being like totally completely devastated, and cars all over the place and wreckage and everything, and then also them not having much supplies, trying to find supplies on the way, and also running into other groups on the way that could be like the one where Beth's at now, the hospital, or termite, like the Hunters Terminus, and who knows, all kinds of things can happen. But it does look like it'll be cool to see some different locations, so that'll be cool. And hopefully we'll get a sneak peek of, or a look, at least 5 or 10 minutes, with Daryl and Noah or Carol, or at least hopefully we'll get to see what happened and how they captured Carol. I'm hoping we do, because I really want to see that. So let me know what you guys think is going to happen in this week's episode coming up. And that's all I got for now, guys. That's the most I can make out of it. Looks like it should be a decent episode. But really like to see Rick's group as much as possible, so hopefully they have some time in this one, or at least we get to see Noah and Daryl and Carol and how that all went down, because I think that'd be as exciting as probably all of Slabtown, to tell you the truth. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of that. If you want to help support the channel, as always, thumb it up. You guys know what to do. Share it, favorite it. If you have a Facebook, please feel free to share it with your friends or whatever. Let them know about the channel. And if you're new here and you want to subscribe, really easy. All you got to do, have a YouTube account. Click the subscribe button. If you don't have one, it takes about 5 minutes to sign up with an email. And you can click the subscribe and you get these videos daily in your subscription list. We talk about Walking Dead topics all day, every day. Also, if you guys have any video suggestions for this week, please send them through to me because I don't have too many thoughts this week on video suggestions. So send them to me. Send me your questions for the Q&A this week coming up. If you missed a review, check it out. And yeah, let's talk about it, guys. That's pretty much all I got to say for this one. See you guys for the next one. As always, it's Trev saying peace.